All right, here we go. Day 7 of our 1-hour workout. Let me position this camera to the floor, because that's how we gonna start out. We got the heavy bag over here for later. For y'all that don't know, okay. We always try to get some push-ups in, but we haven't had much success with push-ups. They had something else called planking. Oh, let's see what I got on today. A hoodie. I got on layers. I'm trying to sweat out. I got my back brace on. I got another long john on. So we trying to sweat today. We got layers on. Always get in the push-up stance. But I can't do nothing. So we gonna turn this around. We'll get to those push-ups. Don't worry about it. And we're going to do some sit-ups. I don't want to waste too much time trying to do something I can't do. Let me see if the camera could catch my whole body sitting up. So I turn my hands this way. You can't see my feet, but my feet is flat down. That's another thing. You could go up. You could do leg lifts. If you hold this part up, it help you lift. And it help you lift your body up off the floor too. And do sit-ups. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. It's day 7 of my workout. I've been sleeping all morning. Ooh. And I didn't really feel like getting out of my bed. To be honest with you, I didn't really feel like getting up. But I said, I'm recording these things. I'm not getting many views, but somebody might be watching. Saying she skipped a day. Let me slide down a little bit more so y'all can see. I'm coming back up. So I try to do this for half an hour. And then work on a heavy bag for half an hour. Because I'm trying to tighten up my midsection. And believe it or not, these sit-ups burst the most sweat. It produces the most sweat. And I thought I would have like a lot of back pain after, the first day. And never no back pain, after the sit-ups. I don't know why not, because you would think this would cause back pain, struggling to get up off the floor. But it don't give me back pain. It might be helping out my lower back pain that I have. It might be actually strengthening my muscles. So I'm just doing what I can. Can't do no push-ups, but they say push-ups is a good workout for the whole body. But I always found push-ups hard to do. I've never been a push-up person, and they got the female push-ups. But I want to do the man push-ups. I want to do the good ones. I want to do the most effective ones. Whew. So I just had to get up and get into it because, I was laying up in the bed and I didn't feel like doing. It be days like this. And I don't want to start skipping those days unless I'm actually sick or in that much pain. kind of got to get a little kick off there. We got 20 minutes left. A lot of times when you when the scale, like yesterday said, I was 207, and then I just had a salad with a few ingredients and something to drink, and it went back up to 210. So that's why, I don't count every weight. I said I went from 220 to 210, which the scale was saying 207. But I know that 3 pounds is kind of like water that comes right back on. So sometimes you gotta, subtract 3 pounds of water that's gonna come back on you. Or, like a little salad, I didn't think it would do all that much. Maybe 1 or 2 pounds, but it was like 3 or 4 pounds. I'm like, what the hell is this? That must have been water. The water weight come off easy and make it look like you lost a whole lot of pounds. Which is good too, but that water comes back on. So you actually have to, work. You gotta work that fat off for real. And I would say like a regular routine of exercise every day. And the good thing about, being home is that you could just go ahead and jump in the shower. My bathroom is right there, you know what I'm saying? And wherever you gotta go to, work or school, whatever you gotta do, you don't have to travel from the gym. So if you could get your little home routine together. But I guess that treadmill at the gym is good, Yeah. I think once my body get conditioned, and I lose weight, once I come down to that 40, 50, maybe 135 mark, the workout will be easier, you know, because you don't have that much weight to lift. Like, I'm lifting the top part of my body. I'm 210. I'm lifting the whole top part of my body. But when you lighter, I'll probably be swinging. Like, like fast, you know? That's how I wanted to really go. And I wanted to go like that straight for half an hour. Yeah. Because I think that's more effective than stopping and going. But we getting there. Y'all like, subscribe, comment. If anybody's there. If not, I'm doing this just for my own sake. Anytime I do something and, you know, I make a plan and I record it, it makes me like I have to maintain, you know. So I'm recording a daily routine. So every day I have to get up and do it. And record it, you know. That's better than just talking about everybody else's business and celebrity gossip, and it's not gonna have no benefit to you. Let's see if I wrap my arms around. That might be harder. I'm sweating, y'all. I think I got a quicker start today. And more push-ups than any other day. Got layers and layers of clothes on. Probably more sweat than any other day. Oh, I was just getting into thought. Daydreaming. So I know everybody glad we passed the Christmas. I spent their last dollars trying to make the kids happy with this remote learning. We got 10 more minutes down on the floor. Then we'll hit the heavy bags and change the karate gloves to boxing gloves. And you know, this would be my own little personal routine in the hallway of my apartment. Beats a blank, better than nothing. If you're waiting to go to the gym or, you know, to go ahead and do your gym membership and you've been waiting for a year for yourself to go do that, like me, I kept saying, I'm going to get down to that gym. I'm going to do my gym membership. But you be having so much other stuff to do, you don't find time in the day for it. You gotta get dressed for the gym and go to the gym, sweat, come home, bathe, change clothes, and then do whatever you gotta do for the rest of the day. Yeah. You know, your metabolism have to be really high for, you know, traveling someplace, working out, coming home, changing clothes, going back out, going to work, coming back home, doing some schooling if you have to do schooling. But if you could just do everything from home, that'd be good, you know, along with the coronavirus for right now. I'm quite sure the gym got some better machines that probably make this workout easier. See if I grab it in the middle, it might be easy. Yeah, help pull myself back up. We got 5 more minutes. Four more minutes. Ooh. 3 more minutes. Two more minutes. Ooh, hit myself in the mouth. Oh, 1 more minute. Thirty seconds. Last one. Whew. This is for the person that didn't want to even get out the bed today. Whew. I did it. At least the first half is done. Second half is just punching on the bag. This is day 7, y'all. I got through my push-ups. Was day 7. Now let me get up off this floor. Quicker than usual. Roll my mat up. Oh. Nobody's watching my videos. This is for myself. There ain't nobody gonna benefit from this but me. Take the wedgies out. Okay, let's angle this camera up. See if I got any paper towel on this, last paper towel on this roll. You see the sweat? Oh, this is all wet. Feeling some sweat and some layers. I usually just put on a little karate suit, but I got on long johns under here and a t-shirt. Okay, so we're wasting 3 minutes getting up off the floor. It's okay. Let my logo show. See that, boys? Y'all see it? How long is she gonna last? Ever last? When is she gonna give up and quit? Never. I didn't want to get out the bed today. I said, let me go do it. First part is the grueling part, the sit-ups. But I'm glad I incorporated that into my workout because I just can't sit here and tap on this thing easy and think this is, gonna be a quick effect. It's gonna be an effect, but not as quick as, you incorporating some sit-ups or some push-ups in there. You know what I'm saying? Woo! But at least, you feel like a sigh of relief once you get up off the floor from them sit-ups. Like, standing on your feet and swinging your arms feel like much easier than that. That sit-up stuff. I used to hate sit-ups, but that resistant belt is helping me a whole lot. Getting my back up off the floor. But like I was saying when I was on the floor, when I come down off my weight, I get to like 140, 150. I'm trying to get down to 135. 135 seems like it's going to be skinny, but it leaves you room to come up, you know what I'm saying? Because if you say, well, I'm good at 160, it's easy to gain 15 pounds and be already at 175, So it's best to come down as much as you can. I used to be a twig. I used to be 120, But I guess once I get down to my ideal weight of 140 or 135, just don't stop working out and keep working. You know what I'm saying? I could probably, have another meal, 2 meals a day or something like that at 135, but, if I keep working and I could just keep my body in shape, You just gotta, work hard for yours, you know what I'm saying? We gotta stop being jealous of each other and we just gotta, work hard for ours. We be wondering why, white people be walking around skinny and, successful and stuff like that, you know. I know they got the privilege over us, but, you know, they keep, you know, most of them that's successful, they try to, you know, stay in the gym and look the look, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, put on clothes, and when they put on suits and stuff, be, you know, straight down, you know, and look good, you know. And like I always say, you come to the hood and stuff, and you see everybody eating chicken and french fries and bloated and overweight and bellies hanging over and walking with canes and stuff like that, you know. You know. And then our kids adopt to what we doing, you know what I'm saying? Our kids see us doing what we doing, and they do the exact same thing, you know what I'm saying? So if they see us sitting around just eating all day and blowing up fat and not being disciplined with no kind of workout, and you know, it's basically like just enjoying life. On the weekend, drinking and smoking weed and stuff like that, laid back and watching TV and movies and stuff like that, and no discipline. I got more discipline to do too. Even though I got a bachelor's degree, I got other studying that I like to do, other books that I like to read and stuff, you know, and for knowledge, you know. I'm not even talking about pleasure books, I'm talking about for knowledge. That I have to, you know, be disciplined, open my books and continue reading and get that knowledge and get that understanding, you know. They say if you want to hide something from a nigga, you just put it in the book. Put it in the book. He'll never find it. Because he never liked to read, I guess, unless he go to jail. Ooh, my face is itching. You can't scratch nothing with these gloves. You know? So what's the latest in the news? Today is Lil Durk. And I don't like to talk about them killer Chicago guys, but, you know, being that his Duck's mother was involved and upset, you know. They said Lil Durk said something, I think he said it in a song or something where he get higher than Duck. So, you know, Duck got killed a little while ago, and I guess he's up in heaven with God, you know what I'm saying? And so Durk is saying he get higher than that, higher than the heavens, you know. Cute little line, but not a good time. And, you know, probably something you could have held inside yourself, you know. You know. But what everybody else is saying is that Duck has passed away already. He's gone. He's non-existent no more. I guess only in spirit, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, his most recent issue is with that guy Tim or whatever from Quando Rondo's crew. You can't get at him because I guess he's still locked up or something. But I guess they trying to get at Quando Rondo and can't find him because, you know, you just can't think that, okay, I'm from New York. I got a beef with a dude in Chicago, and I'm going to go to Chicago and go through the hoods and the woods and everything in Chicago and find him. The same thing with, you know, the Chicago niggas having a problem with the Atlanta, you know, guys, you know. You don't know all their ins and outs. You know, you don't know they travels through the woods and stuff. You don't know how deep they could probably go in their hideouts and their hiding places and stuff like that. And that's not to say that Quando Rondo is hiding, but, you know, I guess you would have to try to catch him at a show, but that's going to be on camera. Whoever do anything to him at a show is definitely going to jail. I know one of the cars or something got shot up, and it seemed like they said everybody escaped. even though the car was riddled with a whole bunch of bullets, you know, in the windshield and all around the car on the sides and stuff. It was riddled with bullets. I can't see how nobody got hit in that. You know, unless they got hit and some niggas go home miraculously and survive and take their own bullets out. They don't go to the doctor because they don't want to explain nothing to the doctors or to the police, you know. So if one of them got hit in the arm or the leg or something like that, and sometimes niggas be waiting for the bullet to surface and then they pop that shit out themselves. You know, but it's not worth it. I mean, maybe it is worth it to them to lose a couple of boys. Do you really love your boys if, you know, we're going to be in a gang and we know we're going to be killing each other or somebody going to get killed? I mean, how much do you really love your boy? And a lot of them, you know, have family members like cousins and stuff. Like I think Lil Durk Newski was his cousin, and the other guy was his uncle, and you know, just crazy, you know. And then there's, you know, his friend. You know, I can't say, you know, how long they've been friends, but King Von, well, they've been friends for a long time, but King Von was locked up and came out of jail a few years ago, you know. So, but that's not Dirk's fault. That's, you know, that's Von's own fault because, you know, the way he approached Quando Rondo was like standing by the car. I guess he got out the car and they say he was in the car sleeping for a while. Or something, I'm not really sure, because I think Vaughn was supposed to be either already at the club and Quando pulled up and was in the parking lot, or I don't know if it was the other way around, Quando was there. But supposedly King Von put a message out, I think maybe on Instagram, what club he was at. Like, pull up, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why, you know, they be on this shit, like dropping their location and shit. You know? Well, if you're in a club and you put out flyers all over the internet and you're trying to make money from ticket sales and stuff like that, or from the door, or whatever the situation is, I guess you do have to put your address out there. But some of them be putting in, you know, some of them ask, where you at? Drop your location. And then, you know, the person drop their location and then they have somebody roll by and kill them, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you drop your location? But anyway, back to the story. What happened with King Von that night? At first, they came out with one little piece of video. We couldn't hardly see it. It looked like he had came out of a club or something, and they was fighting all in a brawl. And then all of a sudden, somebody came around the car and shot. And then him and Quando was in a tussle in the middle of the street where King Von's boy had to come and punch Quando Rondo off, and they had to carry him and put him in the car and take him to the hospital where he didn't survive, right? But Tim also got shot. He was supposed to got shot by the police after he shot Vaughn. Somebody shot him and he was on the floor. But they carried him to the doctor. It looked like Quando Rondo was carrying him in the coordinate. And I guess he survived and ended up getting arrested and getting locked up. So I guess they got to fight the case as though it was self-defense, because when the second video came out, you can see Quando Rondo outside of the car, outside of his car, and just like, kind of like standing there, it seemed like, you know. And then you could see King Vaughn, he come he come out from his vehicle and he was walking like in anger, real mad, you know what I'm saying? Like he trying to get at somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like he was heading over there towards Quando Rondo with anger, and instead of, you know, having a conversation with him and feeling his temperatures, which I thought that he should have did, because Quando Rondo was just standing there. He didn't have his fists up to square off. He wasn't walking towards King Von or anything like that. He was just basically standing there like a innocent little guy, because he's short. He looked like he's short and skinny, so he didn't look like he was ready to square off to do anything, you know. And King Von went to him and just started punching, and you could see Quando Rondo almost like falling on the floor, and you know, you could see King Von connecting and backing him up. And so the truck that Quando Rondo was in had some guys in there, and obviously they had a gun. So when they was looking like they man is getting beat up and getting tagged, like boom, boom, boom. You know, King Von was like boom, 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 boom. And the rest of his crew seemed like they was coming forward too, to like this, you know, stomp him out once he get on the floor. But actually, I don't think he never ended up on the floor. He ended up just taking steps backwards until he got to like the back of his truck. And when he got to the back of the truck, one of his boys came out. The boy Tim came out with the gun and came around the back of the truck and shot Vaughn. And I think they said it was in the head, but I'm not really sure where the shot was. You know what I'm saying? They said it was in the head. And then when he shot Vaughn, but now the manager is saying he shot Vaughn and he shot him, Vaughn's manager, in the leg. So like, you back up and you take a headshot. Like, I'm killing you, but your boy here back up, you know. And they said some police was supposed to be on the scene already, because I think that club is kind of like a hot spot. Like, shit happens there. That's not the, you know, a lot of violence happened in that club. So that's not really like you know, that's a place where, you know, when an event is gonna happen, the police always hang out around there, you know, because they be expecting stuff to happen. So people was wondering why, how the police was automatically on the scene, and once Tim shot Vaughn, the police automatically was there firing shots too. How was that? You know, and I could only answer that with two things. One thing is that the club is a hot spot for violence, and the police is always on the scene, or Vaughn was being watched by the police already. You know, like maybe they was already following him and watching him and going to the places where, you know, he was having events and stuff like that, expecting stuff to jump off, you know what I'm saying? But actually, you know, I don't know the law with self-defense, but I know usually people get away with self-defense if somebody trying to hurt them and you hurt, but instead of them hurting you, you get the best of them, or either you kill them, you know what I'm saying, but they came at you and your life was in danger, you know what I'm saying? In this situation, Quando Rondo is not the one who did the shooting. So he was being attacked. So if he would have shot, and all those people, the way the video was showing, was coming at him, that would have been an easy case of self-defense. You know what I'm saying? But it was his friend that came out the car, and his friend wasn't, Tim wasn't under attack. But, if he worked for Quando Rondo as security, you know what I'm saying? And, it looked like, his boss is being, getting ready to get killed, is under attack. And it in great danger, you know what I'm saying? Whatchamacallit? They might have a chance in court for self-defense because I don't think Quando Rondo came to the club with that big of a crew. I think he might have had a few guys in the car, and I think it was King Von's his event, and he had a whole lot of people. It was about 20, 25 people, if not more, that was running behind him, a whole crowd of people. But how do you disperse a crowd? All you have to do is hear some gunshots ring out, and everybody go running. But you can't expect, if you're considered as a killer, you understand? Like King Von, they say he's supposed to have over 7 bodies. If you're considered a killer, you can't expect to throw hands with somebody or have beef with somebody and they're not around with weapons, because if I know that you're a killer and I got beef with you and I'm coming where you're at, you understand what I'm saying? I'm coming with protection, you understand what I'm saying? I'm not just coming with my hands. If I know that you're a shooter or a killer, you know what I'm saying, and I have to be where you're at, then, some guns is around me, Yeah. So that was a mistake on King Von's part, to just, he was going to embarrass him and beat him up, But just like King Von is considered like a boss, and he probably was a bigger artist, in the industry than Quando Rondo. But, I used to live in Savannah, Georgia. Savannah, Georgia is a little town. Well, I'm not going to say it's that little, but it's not like Atlanta, but it's one of the places in Georgia that needed to make a name for themselves. Savannah. Ain't no artist came out of Savannah, I don't think, other than Quando Rondo. And remember, when you think you're the toughest guy out there, there's always somebody tougher. And another thing that I say is that whenever you're a killer and you've killed people, you understand what I'm saying? You're not a church-going person. You might pray to God, but he might not be answering. You know what I'm saying? Because you playing God when you take somebody else's life and don't let somebody else live out their life. You're playing God. So I would say, if I ever killed somebody, if it wasn't in self-defense, and, I'm in danger and I'm praying for help from God, I don't think he would answer. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a situation right now. Please, God, let me get out of it safely and alive. Like the situation that happened with King Von, he went up there with the energy to, to beat up Quando Rondo. And I guess it was going to embarrass him, stomp him out. You could get killed in a fight too, you know what I'm saying? Because he had so many people with him, they would have stomped him out and knocked him out, and he would have been knocked out live on World Star and all that stuff, and he would have been embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? But his friend came out the truck and shot King Vaughn. And everybody said that was kind of like justified, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody would want their friend to do that, mainly if they know the gun is in the car, you know what I'm saying? Quando Rondo probably knew that gun was in the car with that dude. And that if, shit jumped off, to come out there and, handle your business, you know what I'm saying? But, as King Vaughn got caught up in a situation where he thought it was going to be a fight and he was going to manhandle the kid, the skinny short kid. His friend came out and shot. So now, I don't know what was happening in the middle of the street where they was like holding each other, or Quando Rondo was stuck over there. I guess King Vaughn was holding on to him. And then when they got him in the car and was taking him to the hospital, they probably was praying to God, like, please let him survive. You know what I'm saying? Like, they said one of the guys seemed like he was getting nervous. And King Vaughn was in the car telling him, just get me to the hospital. I'm going to be all right. What's wrong with you, man? Like, one of the guys was in the car bugging out. I'm pretty sure they was praying. King Vaughn was probably praying. But is God going to answer your prayers? If you took several people's lives and you out here, you a killer. You know what I'm saying? Or is God going to say, let him go ahead and die because, he need to stop killing people and getting people killed in order and killings and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that, God might not answer your prayers if you kill people. You know what I'm saying? And I know niggas want to, claim that they got bodies and stuff like that. But once you claim you got bodies, don't expect God to be in your corner every time you pray or when you're in a desperate situation. Because all of us been in situations where, I'm still alive the next morning. I could have died where I was last night. Or, I was in a real bad neighborhood. I don't know how I got through it. And, you might have had to walk blocks and blocks through a dangerous neighborhood and pray God that nothing don't happen to you. You might even have money on you or something. You know what I'm saying? And praying that you don't get mugged or something. Or, a gun been pulled on you and, you ran and got away. I've had guns pulled on me and ran and got away when I was in the hood. I woke up the next day and glad that the guy didn't fire no shots. He was just, basically scaring me. But, maybe God was on my side that, the guy, was just, trying to scare me. Good thing he wasn't out of his mind to bust off shots. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that goes to show you. Okay, so we got less than a minute to go. If you want God to answer your prayers, you got to kind of like be a good person. You know what I'm saying? But they saying that if Little Dirk have any beef that need to be attended to right now, it's with Quando Rondo's crew. But he probably can't catch him right now, so, I guess he wanted to get back at dissing Dirk. Dissing Duck. But they need to chill out with all that stuff. The government need to step in. Whew, so we finished, y'all. We got out day 7, 1 hour workout in. Little conversation in there. Peace, I'm out. Do your 1 hour workout. Like, subscribe, and comment. Peace.